First, what was the exact quote?
No.
Who said it and what was the exact quote?
Tank said Chris Brown is better all the way around than Michael Jackson.
He was saying pretty much like the reason why he is better is because he's the evolution. Like he's a better dancer. He writes more of his music. I forgot some other shit too. I think he might have him on the dancing. It's just the type of dancing that it is.
Do Chris Brown got a signature dance move?
I mean, but there's a lot of.
No, I'm just asking.
No. There's a lot of controversy around that moonwalk though.
Huh? What's saying he wasn't the first one?
Yeah,
but we know who the moonwalk go to. We can say a lot. We can say a lot of shit. If that's the case, Chris Brown, a lot of shit that he said he got from Mike. A lot of his shit, he might have tweaked it.
Crumping and whatever the fuck he be doing, gliding across the floor. I don't think Mike could do that.
I didn't say,
bro, are you crazy?
Mike can't do a backflip, nigga, to March Madness. Stop playing.
They wasn't doing that then.
He not doing a backflip.
They wasn't doing that.
To March Madness,
But if Mike Pops wanted to make him do that back then,
I think Mike is better.
Mike could have did. Mike could have did anything Chris is doing if his pops would have forced him to do that, bro. Like, let's be real. Chris is dope. He's talented. I look at him more like Kobe to MJ. Mike's MJ, and Kobe is Chris. Kobe is Chris, and Chris molded his whole style around Mike the same way Kobe molded his whole style around Mike.
Why do you think that though?
Kobe.
Chris Brown says it himself, though.
Does he for
Chris
real?
Brown,
he said it.
I didn't know that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Chris Brown said he's not bigger than he will never be bigger than Mike. He said it himself, so you can look that up.
Let's just talk talent.
I'm just talking about singing.
Hit for hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other one he said was that Chris Brown has better vocals.
No.
Than
hit for hit, Mike's smoking them. Chris don't have nothing that can touch Thriller.
What is he gonna play against?
Then let's talk about vocals.
The Man in the Mirror.
Mike can hit notes.
Man.
High notes that Chris can't hit. Like, I'm trying to think of a note that Chris hits that Mike can't hit. Because to say he sings better, he would need more versatility with his voice. So what note Chris hits that Mike can't hit?
I think there's a lot of notes. They're different singers, though. Because, like, if you even go back to when Mike was
we're not saying
popping,
they're different singers. You can't say that. You saying who better?
I mean, I think Mike is
Bro,
better.
listen,
when they bring up Jordan and they bring up LeBron, they don't say, "Oh, Jordan played shooting guard, LeBron played power forward."
I'm just saying, I could see what Tank is saying if you look at it.
I don't see nothing Tank is saying, bro. This how crazy Mike was. They went to an indigenous tribe with no electronics, no technology. They asked him if they knew who Michael Jackson was. The indigenous tribe knew who the fuck Michael Jackson was.
Didn't he get voted like...
He's definitely the biggest.
Didn't he crazy? Ain't he in like the Rock Hall of Fame? He had the greatest album ever or some shit.
Chris
Most album sales. And
Chris can't pack the type of concerts Mike was packing, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But also, he did go ahead.
And this is before social media.
Beat It, Billie Jean.
Yeah. But
what songs are they gonna play? Give me one song that you're gonna put up against any song.
I mean, it's not many, but y'all talking about like the overall popularity. I think Tank
I'm not talking about
popularity. We're talking about music. Not only that, the messages Mike had in his music. What messages does Chris Brown have in his music other than singing to women? Mike was talking about real life shit going on, black and white. They don't really care about us. Political messages in his music for the people. Mike was going against the infrastructure. Mike was going against the motherfuckers that's running shit right now that you can't even say their names. Mike was a fucking factor in a lot of different ways. What is, like, Chris is talented and all, but what messages does Chris really put in his music?
None. But what Tank was basing off of was the voice, the dancing, and the songwriting ability.
Who has a more distinct voice?
I mean,
Mike or Chris?
I mean, who do you think could sing better flat out right here and right now, honestly?
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson, without a doubt.
I think Michael makes better music, and he's
have you
watched
any of Mike's performances?
I've listened to everything.
I said, have you watched his
performances? I wasn't alive then, but I've watched performances.
Have you watched him sing live?
What do you mean, like not in real life? But I've seen.
No, it don't matter. You can look it up.
I'm saying, have you got on YouTube
and
seen him a cappella sing?
Yeah, but I've also seen Chris Brown sing. So I'm just saying, like, he's a good singer as well. Like if they was to come in here with just straight.
Yes, but this is why
he has a stronger voice than Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's voice is more like.
This is why he said
his voice is more.
He said, "What note can Chris Brown do that Mike can't touch?"
There's a note that he can do that he can't do, and there's a note that he can do that he can't do.
No,
Mike can hit every note that Chris
hit every note that he hits because Chris is singing a deeper octave than he could.
Mike's real voice is deep.
So they can't do the hit, but it doesn't. Your talking voice and your singing voice are two different things. So it's a different thing. That's what I'm saying. Y'all looking at it from just he's so big. I get that.
Nobody,
but
you assuming he can't sing with a deep voice because he never did.
Okay, so we going off what he only has, what he's only shown us.
What do you mean deep voice that Chris Brown sings on?
Like I'm saying that. I just use that as an example.
I know, but what's the example?
There's a note that Chris Brown could do that he can't.
What deep voice though? You said a deep voice. Like most all his shit be high pitched. That I hear.
Which song is this note on that Mike can't hit?
I mean, I don't know exactly.
Or you just saying shit?
No, I don't know exactly. But I don't think that.
Hey, man.
I'm telling you, if they was to come here a cappella, he could probably sing.
Okay, let's even go to dancing because
he's a better
Mike's
dancer than
Mike's choreography. It was very tailored to him and the dancing moves of that time. Chris came out to the West Coast and just took a lot of the West Coast party dance moves. Let's be real,
bro.
Clown dancing and crumping is a big factor in Chris Brown's dance routine.
I get what you're saying.
So who's to say Mike can't do that? That wasn't around back then.
But what was around back then? The moonwalk and shit.
He was creating the shit that was around. Nobody else was doing that shit. There's controversy
about all of the same shit. You got James Brown sliding across the floor. All the niggas danced back then. It's not like niggas didn't dance.
They didn't.
He did the
Crumping
same
and shit wasn't around back then.
I'm not saying that though, but it's two different eras. What I'm saying is that even if take that out of it, athletic ability, Michael Jackson's not gonna do a backflip.
Is backflip
He's not
dancing?
Gonna spin. Nigga, it's a part of the performance. He's not gonna spin on his head.
How do we know Mike can't do a backflip?
Because he never did it, nigga. He
So
never
that
did
mean
it.
he
Chris
can't?
Brown was 14 doing it, nigga.
I never backflip on the
beat.
podcast, but right now I can go backflip.
It means that you can't because you never did it. If you could, then you would have done it. And
we don't know if he could.
We don't know if he could or couldn't.
Okay, but what we do know is that we seen.
Nigga, they said nigga.
This is what I'm saying. Hold on. When it comes to dancing, right? We've seen Chris Brown literally do a whole MTV performance emulating Michael Jackson. Wait. Listen to me. And still added his own shit into it. So
he had to add his own shit.
Let me ask you this.
When it comes to dancing, Chris Brown literally did what Michael did on that MTV.
He didn't do it as good as Mike.
Okay, but what I'm trying to get you to understand is he did that and he did his own
Mike
thing.
didn't have a chance to do what he did.
So it's like we can do both. Mike's not
okay, look.
backflipping, nigga. Mike's not doing
Have you ever seen Mike fight?
What do you mean?
Have you ever seen Mike in a fist fight?
No.
It's documented he squabbled down Tupac. Got off on Pac. They squabbled
what
up.
Talking about?
What I'm saying is, you've never seen him do it, but it's documented. Mike low-key had the mitts.
I get what you're saying. I'll give
Martin
Mike
even put it
voice.
on the show. Niggas thought they was joking about that.
I'll give Mike
it's
the voice.
documented. Mike low-key had the
I'll
mitts,
give Mike
nigga.
the voice, but I think dancing-wise, Chris
We don't
Brown's
care
a better
about
dancer.
dancing. I'm just saying
I'm saying these are the three things that Tank went off with.
Mike is better than Chris Brown.
This is how we finna end it. You got $1 million right now. You can sign Mike in his prime, Chris Brown in his prime. This is your artist. Who you signing?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Obviously, nigga, we gonna sign Michael Jackson. He's the GOAT.
Case closed. Bottom line, the
So
viral.
what's the point of even arguing that?